say you go crazy.
What you list disrespecting King Von as your claim to fame?
TOOKA was.
Okay.
Because that's what led to me ultimately saying King Von.
Okay.
Yeah, it was TOOKA in Chicago. That catapulted me into the industry. And I want to thank his mother for having him, because God used him to usher me before the people. His spirit. And I remember her saying, she said, Mr. Charleston, my baby knew you was going to be taken up and trying to look out for him and his mama. How many women didn't even know me?
Right.
But that was in my spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in my spirit. So homie.
But just
Chicago have done more for me in my life than the Crip and Blood gangbanging did. Because when I was playing Crip and Blood, we was at war with the BGDs and the gangster disciples in the institution. And I stole their literature. And them niggas fight over that literature shit. You hear me? Man, them niggas kill behind that shit. And I stole them niggas' literature. And it elevated my mind. I didn't know those 6-point stars and principal homie, that shit elevated. I was a teen. So I would study that shit in the midst of listening to Tupac music from almost 17 to 21. So nigga, I'm really growth and development. That's how I was able to quit gangbanging. It gave me a concept of knowledge, and it gave me a thirst for knowledge, because I didn't know gangsters had knowledge until I got that literature. Larry Hoover is a candle that's been put in the closet for a long time, homie, but he left some jewels in that literature. That literature should be taken to Congress. Congress should look at Larry Hoover's literature in growth and development and develop curriculum for young black children in inner cities that's having behavioral problems, and make that an alternative program to alternative schools. His growth and development program. It changed me, homie, when I wanted to be murderous in my heart. I wanted to jump on other black dudes for no reason at all, and I couldn't even explain it, just for the color. I was lost, and that gave me a guide. It really gave me a moral guide. So I used to secretly sit back and look at them niggas, Greg Henry, and secretly be jealous, because them niggas seemed smart. We were bullies. Them niggas were getting jobs in the cafeteria. We were crashing out, going to lock up with that Crip shit. Them niggas had knowledge to go get trades. And shout out to that nigga Greg Henry. He was a real quiet nigga. I thought he was weak because he didn't fight. But he was their leader. And he made sure all them niggas was taught. And in hindsight, they was a little bit more fly than us. Yeah, we was a bunch of gorillas and monkeys. Them niggas was some sharp orangutans. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like, so you say TOOKA in Chicago has helped?
TOOKA Chicago and Larry Hoover's growth and development literature.
Okay. So even though the world look at Charleston White like he hates Chicago, he always disrespected Chicago. Chicago is low key part of the reason why we even sitting down talking to Charleston White.
Chicago is part of the reason Charleston is such an articulate, educated young man, because he grabbed hold to Chicago's literature. I grew up in a boys' home, homie, so that's all I was doing was reading. Nigga, once you get all the Crip literature, well, not the literature, once you get the Crip history, the Tukey, the Raymond, the 1969,
right,
homie, that wasn't really nothing. The growth and development had knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Just those words alone, homie, elevate your mind. So when I do get on the internet, I secretly got a fascination and an admiration. That's why you never heard me say nothing about it in the beginning. North California. So I had a secret admiration for these two states. Well, I lived in LA, so I got to see that shit up close and personal. It was easy to say, man, f that shit. Nigga, them niggas, what? I would never say nothing about Chicago. I was on them California niggas' ass. I didn't know Chicago was drilling like that. I thought it was still growth and development. I didn't know BDEs and GDE was against each other. Nigga, that shit, what?
Right.
I didn't know that. Because they were once for one. Mm-hmm. The folk nation. It was, nigga, what? So, nigga in spirit. Nigga, I got Larry.
So basically, you GD. That's what you're saying right now.
In spirit, I got Larry who was teaching, my nigga.
That's
take
all,
it how you want to take it.
That's all I've been
I
hearing.
done professed and confessed that I stole the folk niggas' literature, playing Rolling 60 Crip, trying to get at them niggas, and nigga, it changed my mind. So it changed my mind. So in spirit, nigga, Larry Hoover's teachings helped me elevate from a gang-banging boy's mind to try to mature from 18, 19, 20, 21, and I came home without a gang-banger's mind, homie. I came back with a community mind. I've been involved in politics. Where I get that from? Where'd I get that from? Larry spirit. Feeding the community. Non-profits. Where'd I get that from? Larry spirit. I didn't learn it nowhere else, homie. It was deposited into the teachings. It just lay dormant until my mind got there. My mind had to develop. But nigga, these were teachings that I read and studied to be spiteful. And look what it did. Yeah. So that's why you heard me addressing y'all, nigga, because y'all going against what I know is right. And I thought y'all niggas was right up there, homie. I used to love, man. I thought y'all niggas were really with that growth. Now, I was heartbroken. If we go be honest. Mm-hmm. Now I was heartbroken, homie. Yeah, so that's why I ran to them mothers, homie. In spirit. Unknowingly. That's why the connection was so strong. Nigga, I used to write for Larry Hoover to be free. I wrote several times. Nigga, I got a letter up there for him. Detailed, descriptive, long, how we could benefit from him. How he can stop youth violence and impact gang violence if we can hear his voice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let us hear his voice one time before he died.
Mm-hmm. For sure that. Amen.
Let him talk to us like y'all let TOOKA talk to us. It can change a lot. What black politician, what black celebrity, man, I don't want to talk, man, fuck this. Yeah, I get mad at these niggas again.
Political prisoners. Him and
It's
Jeff
two motherfuckers y'all make me mad about, nigga. Tamir Rice and Larry Hoover. Tamir Rice and Larry Hoover.
Mm-hmm. What is it about Tamir Rice?
Baby Tamir Rice. He was a kid like me, nigga, that knew how to play by himself at the park and play cops and robbers, play football by himself. He wasn't bothering nobody. And some motherfucker looked outside and said it was a man at the park with a gun. He was a kid playing by himself. The police wasn't there a minute and a half and killed that baby. Pulled right up, jumped out the car, boom, boom. Run over there, put handcuffs on him. A minute and a half. Free, put your weapon down, none of that. And we blinked twice and went on about our business. We don't have no statue for him. We don't have no scholarship program for him. We don't have no Tamir Rice Day. Nigga, we don't have nothing for him, homie. But we ran with Deion. To the white folk school. So yeah.
Man, that's something you and Dr. Umar share in common. Y'all hate the fact that Deion Sanders went to that school.
We share a lot in common.
Yeah, for sure y'all do though.
We just disagree in our methods and our ways. Mm-hmm. But we way more alike than we are not alike.
But so Deion bogus for going to that school though, huh?
Shit, like a motherfucker. As a man and father, he not. We bogus for going with him.
Okay.
Man, when you got kids and you say, man, I want my son to go, so his as a father and as a man of the house to get more money, he did what any man would do to provide.
Right.
Culturally, we was wrong for going with him.
Okay.
And taking all of our money and power and support over there. We could support him from afar. Good job, Coach. Boy, you doing good over there in Colorado.
Right.
And stayed off them sidelines.
Yeah, everybody ran to the Colorado sidelines.
When he was winning.
When he was winning. And that was just in the beginning of the season.
When they beat TCU, they thought he was on, boy. Mm-hmm. They didn't stand over there when he was losing. Mm-hmm. To let them people know we still standing with him, y'all.
Man, I ain't heard nothing about Colorado. I looked up, I saw their record was like 4-7 or 4-8.
Just lost his woman too.
Wow.
I ain't saying nothing else about that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, I ain't saying nothing else about that man. He's stronger than me. Yeah, losing record, lost my woman. I'm quitting the football.
I'm going back to Jackson State.
Nigga, I'm finna go back to what me and Michael Irvin were doing, fucking them hoes in the locker room, blowing cocaine. Fuck this shit, I'm giving up. I'm taking a break for a few years. I'll get back later. Homie, too much coming up against a nigga just to coach football. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's Deion though. He taking it. And he taking it well. I salute him. He ain't bend, he ain't breaking, he ain't folded. I salute him for that. But he's still wrong for being over there. But yeah, I salute him for his tenacity, his strength and his wherewithal, and his consistency, attitude of positivity, no matter what's being thrown before him. So you have to admire that about him.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on P. Diddy current situation?
Man, I've been told y'all that nigga was a sick motherfucker. Any nigga dance around and bounce around much as he do with sunglasses on at nighttime, hiding something. Motherfucker wear sunglasses on all the time. That's the window to your soul. You hiding them eyes for a reason, nigga. And if you look in the eye long enough and close enough, you can see that dark shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that nigga. He
reached that settlement pretty fast.
Within 24 hours, I heard it was $100 million, but ain't nobody that really gave no disclosure.
Well, she was asked for $30 million once.
He paid extra. Nigga, she knows some shit. But the fact that he not getting no shame,
right,
for snatching up a 19-year-old girl, putting them drugs in her life, sex trafficking her, beating her, doing all kind of shit. When it had her titties put in and had the titties took out, man, that nigga was sick. Where did he learn that behavior from? His daddy and mama. Nigga, that's that homie. Homie, you learn that shit from somewhere. To be able to homie to beat women, how that nigga say that he was beating them hoes, beating them under cars, and how she was laying on that motherfucking floor in that thing, and said, "Babe, get up, homie." That's why you don't trust no nigga like him who smile that much. He smiled too much. And nigga, my uncle told me a black man that smiled too much. There's two things about him. You can't trust him or you're a jive turkey. That's why I be telling me, quit smiling so much. Ain't nobody trust no smiling ass black man. Nigga gonna think you're weak. Or you a jive turkey. So I just know, my nigga, you get far away from God with $1 billion.
I can imagine.
Yeah, $1 billion is a long fall from God. We think a nigga going up with $1 billion. $1 billion is a long fall from God, my nigga.
Say money is the root of all evil.
No, it's not. For the love of money
is
is the root to all evil.
Yep.
Because in Ecclesiastes, it says money answereth all things, nigga.
Yeah.
So for the love of money.
Right.
And then it says money answereth all things. So get your some.
Yeah. We talked about that in the first interview.
DJ, you go crazy.